Ryan.
SYR TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
Good morning. Welcome in. It is 5 o'clock on a Thursday, June 25th. Thank you for joining us. You got Ryan and Rachel with you.
And we are glad that you are here. It is the last day of school for many little ones out there. I know the high schoolers, they had their last day already, but the elementary school.
Including your own.
Yeah, including my own, yes. So half days, and they better pack the umbrella, Kate.
Not a bad idea, or at least rain jackets. I know my kids they were not thrilled when I was telling them that yesterday, but it is what it is. It looks beautiful outside right now. When you step outside, there's nothing happening right now. It's more of a precaution for what is on the way later this morning and this afternoon. So a beautiful view looking to the south and east away from where the rain is. There hasn't been much showing up on the radar. We've had a couple of showers in the North Country and a little bit moving in from the southern tier. But that line that you see between Detroit and Cleveland, that's what's getting in here right around 9, 10, 11 o'clock this morning and really starting to pick up a bit for this afternoon. It is pretty scattered. It is pretty broken, so there will be periods of rain-free time. It's not as warm with highs in the lower 70s. We'll even have to watch out for a few thunderstorms later on this evening as well. I'll have your latest timecast and a check at the weekend planner coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you so much.
Now, Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Well, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. A beautiful view looking from the Cavvy Skynet 9 camera from the zoo out over downtown Syracuse. We have enough breaks in the clouds to get a really, really nice sunrise in the making here. 60 degrees at the moment. The 9 to 9 planner is featuring some rain showers. Now, it's not going to be an all-day rain. There will be some showers and a bit of a break, but also we have to keep an eye out for any thunderstorms happening later on this afternoon as well. Of course, not everyone gets in on this, but everyone is cooler than we were yesterday with these highs only in the low 70s. That's it for today. That's because of the extra cloud cover, the little bit of rain. Still a lingering shower or thunderstorm overnight, but then things are moving out of here pretty nicely for tomorrow, giving us a mostly dry day. There still might be a lingering spotty shower here and there, but a lot of dry time tomorrow with highs in the mid to upper 70s, even around 80 degrees for Syracuse. The humidimeter, not bad. The humidity, even though we are dealing with rain, the dew point temperatures are really not that high, all things considered. We do cross over that humid threshold for tomorrow. Over the weekend, not as bad as it could be considering how warm it gets, but next week, the heat and the humidity really begins to ramp up. For the weekend, nice mix of sun and clouds for tomorrow. A lot of graduations and grad parties tomorrow. It's warm, but it should be all good. And then for Sunday, we have highs around 80 degrees and just feeling very summery out there. Just some spotty showers have already popped up on the radar up north and down south, but it's this system right here that we are watching, and that's going to get in here more and more later on today. And we do have a level 1 risk of severe weather. This was just upgraded to include Syracuse. This is the new update that happened overnight. Mostly gusty, damaging winds, the biggest threat of any of these storms that form. So let's show you the timecast. This morning, just more of these spotty showers, but from lunchtime on, we are fair game for these rain showers to develop. And you can see some of the oranges and reds. It's not a lot. It's very isolated. So again, not everyone is getting a storm today, but there is that risk of some of these passing showers and storms happening for this afternoon and into the early evening. A few of these showers are lingering overnight, but then we wake up tomorrow morning. A little warm, but all in all, not too bad. You can see the timecast is showing off a very pleasant day for tomorrow. A little bit rainy up in the North Country, at least through the first half of the day as things kind of pull out of here. But for central New York, the southern tier and Finger Lakes, we have a very nice Friday for whether it's the first day of summer break or the last day of school for your kids for tomorrow. Not looking too bad. And then this weekend, we are heating it up. We're back into the 80s, and we'll continue the temperature climb to the mid to upper 80s to even around 90 for next week.
Thank you, Kate. Right now.
Certified as Central New York's most accurate.
All right, weather headlines for today and beyond. Our shower chances, they start to go up mostly by this afternoon and this evening. We do have a low risk of severe weather, but it's a level 1 out of 5. And honestly, I'm not overly jazzed about our chances of it. There might be just a couple of isolated storms popping up later on today. A lot of dry time for tomorrow. Most of our shower threat is up in the North Country, and the weekend is still looking pretty good. Overall, rain chances are low, and it's warmer. Here's what's coming our way right now. We have rain out in western New York in the southern tier, with the more steady batch of rain still out towards Detroit. So that's going to get in here later on today, with our best chance for the rain happening right smack dab in the middle of the afternoon and into the early evening. As far as the weekend goes, I know it is a big graduation weekend. We have temperatures in the 80s. Again, little to no rain. Any rain, it's super spotty at best. Same deal on Sunday, too, with those highs in the low to mid 80s.
From WSYR-TV Syracuse, the local station, you're watching the Morning News.
Another clue on where Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce could be tying the knot, and sports fans know it all too well. The home of the Knicks could be turned into the enchanted venue of the A-list couple's wedding. An event company has now filed a permit requesting closures near MSG, Madison Square Garden, from July 2nd to July 4th. Those sparks are sure to fly at the wedding from their wildest dreams, bringing new meaning to the song, "Welcome to New York. We've been waiting for..." No? Okay.
I like when she sings it.
Okay.
Yeah. Good morning.
So rude.
Guys.
This is what I deal with all day, folks.
Watch she sing. She won't stop. Our desks are right next to each other.
And you're so lucky
Yeah, I am
to have
lucky.
me.
I am very lucky to have you. And
Kate
we
says
are
this
lucky
is
to have
old
you
news.
guys here joining us this morning. What do you say?
Kate says the Taylor Swift news is old news.
Well, in
It's
her
new-
circles, I mean,
Yeah.
she gets like text alerts from
I know.
like
Well,
Taylor Swift fans.
Text alerts, but I follow the right accounts on Instagram. So when this was aired, I was like, dude, I've known this for like over a week now.
Well, there's been
She's like,
kids.
oh, sweet mercy.
Well,
Eric, listen up.
There has
I
been.
don't
I saw
golf a
hints,
lot.
but I don't think a lot of it was confirmed.
I don't think it was like fully confirmed,
but there were a lot of
a
hints.
lot of clues.
Yeah.
good
Even
to
the
know.
mayor kind of like slipped a little something
yeah, I
the
heard
other
what he
day.
said. Like that stuff was closed
Just
around the
saying.
dates.
I've had enough Taylor Swift. Let's
All right,
move on to the
next.
weather.
Oh, I could talk about her all day. No, I mean, today's just kind of meh. This morning's fine. Yeah, I mean, this morning's fine. It looks pretty outside. The sun is up, and the rain is moving in. It's not here yet, so early morning stuff should be okay. Going off to the bus stop, maybe for the last time with the end of the school year now here. And, well, we do have some rain moving in, and that rain really starts to pick up, though, by this afternoon. It is 60 degrees right now, so it doesn't feel all that chilly out there, but after about 8, 9 o'clock, our chances for rain really start to go up. And this rain's going to be pretty scattered, but also we're going to keep an eye on any thunderstorms for this afternoon. Some strong gusty winds are certainly possible. I'll have the latest on your timecast and a check at the weekend coming up.
All right, come on over to your screen.
Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Looking at the Cavvy Skynet 9 camera out over Oswego, and we have a fairly quiet start to our day. We got some clouds around. Not much happening, though. We have 50s near 60 at the moment. We do have scattered rain showers returning, though, and that is really getting in here by this afternoon, and even the potential for some thunderstorms later on today. Temperatures are not as warm. We are only in the upper 60s to low 70s for these highs. So we continue to run below normal with our temperatures, even though it's felt pretty nice, but we are running below average. We should be around 80. That will come for this weekend. Overnight temps, rain, thunderstorms gradually tapering off with lows 50s to near 60 degrees. Tomorrow is a little bit warmer with a better shot of hitting near 80 degrees for most of us. And it's looking a lot drier tomorrow, too. Even with the rain chances going up, the humidity is not that bad. It is a touch on that humid side for tomorrow. And then over the weekend, even not that bad considering we are going to warm things up to the mid to upper 80s. The humidity is going to hold off until mid next week. As far as the weekend goes, not too bad. We were just talking about graduations. I know there's a couple tonight, tomorrow, and definitely on Saturday there's even more. So even if you have graduation parties, so far looking good. Maybe a very, very stray shower, but the chances are very low. Same deal on Sunday with highs in the 80s. What we are watching for today, though, is the rain. We've had a couple of very light showers, sprinkles more than anything, in the North Country and in the southern tier. We're watching for this rain to really start to move in here later on today, and there is a level 1 risk of severe weather. This is a new development that happened overnight, where it now includes most of central New York along and south of the Thruway, including Syracuse, Tompkins, Cortland, Shenango, and Madison counties. So we'll be watching how things develop today. Obviously, if you see more sunshine, that could lead to a better chance at severe weather. So the clouds are going to play a big role as well. The rain really gets in here, though, by lunchtime. And then we're spending the afternoon dealing with these scattered rain showers. So maybe planning a day for the kids' last day of school, if that's today, half days going on. Well, the indoor activities might be your best bet, or you're going to have to navigate around some of this rain. And of course, just keep a watchful eye on thunderstorms. Not everyone gets storms. In fact, there's only going to be maybe a few of you because the storm threat is very isolated for today. Tomorrow's really looking not bad. I improved our forecast for tomorrow, keeping it mainly dry and with some sunshine. Any risk of rain and storms are mostly up in the north country for tomorrow. And again, our rain chances this weekend very spotty at best. Highs are warmer. We're back into the 80s. And we really start to heat things back up as we are approaching 90 again by the middle part of next week.
SYR TV Syracuse, the local station. You're watching the morning news.
Good morning. Welcome in. It is 6 o'clock on a Thursday, June 25th. Thank you so much for joining us. You got Rachel and Ryan with you.
Yesterday was gorgeous. We're going to pay for a little
not
bit.
So much.
Yeah, not so much. Shades may be needed for the morning cape, but then we're going to transition to umbrellas and rain jackets.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, good morning, everybody. You're going to need a little bit of everything, from the sunglasses this morning, like you were just talking about, Ryan, and then having a rain jacket as you're heading out the door this morning, not a bad idea, because we are awaiting the rain. It has moved into parts of the southern tier and western New York, with the bulk of the rain still back towards Detroit and just moving into Cleveland. And so that's what we are watching moving in for this afternoon. Not bad as we look out from our tower cam. We're waking up this morning in the 50s to near 60. Our highs today, not as warm as it was yesterday, in the lower 70s. That's because we have the extra cloud cover and the rain moving in. And this rain is going to be pretty scattered, and we may even get some thunderstorms later on today, although they will be fairly isolated. We'll be keeping a very watchful eye on that.
Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton with Central New York's most accurate forecast.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Cafe Skynet 9 camera in Auburn, looking pretty nice as we take a look right now out over Genesee Street. We have some clouds, some sun breaking through the clouds. The driest part of the day is happening right now. From now and through noontime is when you can enjoy the comfortable air. Right now we're in the 50s, low humidity and fairly dry, but that will change later this afternoon. We got scattered rain showers moving in. Even an isolated thunderstorm cannot be completely ruled out. We have temperatures in the low 70s for highs today, so not as warm as it was yesterday either. Although yesterday 76 was still technically below normal for this time of year. Overnight rain and thunderstorms gradually tapering off. We'll have lows hovering around 60 degrees, and then highs tomorrow a little bit warmer. So we have a shot of hitting 80 degrees, which is seasonable for this time of year. Average high for tomorrow is 80, and we'll keep going up from there. The humidity is gradually coming up as well. still not terrible. Our dew points are kind of hovering around 60 through the weekend, but by next week, we have some real hot, muggy temperatures coming our way as early as Tuesday. The weekend, not looking too shabby. There is a very, very slight risk of spotty showers around, but most of us get away completely dry Saturday and Sunday. It's warm, too. We have temperatures up around 80 degrees and feeling summery, so not bad for any of the graduations and grad parties out there. On the radar, the rain is starting to close in on us, but it's still very, very light and spotty. We have the warm front that's trying to work its way towards Syracuse. We have the cold front back over, just went through Detroit. It's now moving in towards Cleveland, so we're going to be keeping an eye on that because there is a level 1 risk, I should say, of severe weather for this afternoon. This is a new development from the overnight, where now this has been lifted up north to include Syracuse and parts along and south of the Thruway to include more of central New York. So it's just something we'll keep a close eye on. Again, any chances of storms, they're pretty isolated, and gusty winds will be the biggest threat out of any of this. So the timecast shows this rain in here as early as about 10, 11, 12 o'clock, and then we're dealing with these scattered rain showers for the rest of the afternoon. So keep that in mind for any of your outdoor plans. It's not a nonstop rain all day. Not like how it was, back on Monday. It's not going to be like that. But we are going to deal with just these occasional scattered rain showers. You see some of the reds and oranges, some of those isolated storms. And then for tomorrow, I improved our forecast. I was really not jazzed about our rain chances on there, mostly up in the North Country. Otherwise, central New York, we look pretty good for tomorrow with sunshine and highs in the 70s to near 80 degrees. More 80s this weekend, really some 80s, maybe even some 90s for next week. So that'll help bring those pool temperatures up.
Yeah. Because right now,
it's too cold for me.
Chilly.
No, thank you.
Let's go to our question of the day.